Your legs feel heavy, your eyelids struggle to stay open, and all you want is to lie down, just for a few minutes, just to rest your eyes. You've been awake since 7 this morning, only 7 hours, but it feels like you've been up for 20. And this isn't normal tiredness. This is that deep, bone-crushing fatigue, the kind that has quietly become part of your daily life over the past few years. You shuffle into the living room, lower yourself onto the couch, and tell yourself, I'll just rest for 20 minutes, maybe 30, just a quick nap to recharge. You close your eyes and drift off almost immediately. When you wake up, the clock says 4:15. You slept for almost 2 hours. You sit up slowly, feeling groggy, disoriented, like you're moving through thick fog. Your mouth is dry, your head feels heavy, and somehow, despite sleeping for 2 full hours in the middle of the day, you don't feel refreshed. You feel worse. Later that evening, before dinner, you check your blood sugar. 218. You stare at the number. 218? But how? You haven't eaten since lunch. You had a sensible salad with chicken. You took your medication. You even took that nap, the nap you thought would help your body recover. So why is your blood sugar so high? You eat a careful dinner. Grilled fish, steamed broccoli, a small portion of brown rice. You take your evening medications. You sit and watch some television, and when you finally go to bed at 10:30, you just lie there, staring at the ceiling. Your mind is racing. Your body feels restless. You're not tired anymore, even though you should be exhausted. That afternoon nap stole your nighttime sleepiness. You toss, you turn. An hour passes, maybe 2. Eventually, you fall into a light, restless sleep. You wake up multiple times during the night. 3 a.m., awake for 20 minutes. 5 a.m., awake again. And when your alarm goes off at 7, you feel like you barely slept at all. You're tired, still tired, always tired. And the cycle begins. Again. The next morning, you test your fasting blood sugar. 231. Worse than yesterday. Your heart sinks. You did everything right. You were careful, disciplined, but the numbers keep climbing. At your next doctor's appointment, you mention the fatigue. You mention the afternoon naps. Your doctor nods sympathetically. He tells you fatigue is common with diabetes, that high blood sugar makes you tired. And then he suggests the same solution. Increase the medication. Raise the dose. Add another pill. But he never asks the most important question. He never asks when you're napping, or how long, or whether the nap itself might be driving your blood sugar higher and destroying your nighttime sleep at night. You leave with a new prescription, a higher dose, another thing to remember, but no real answers. And no one tells you the truth, that the very thing you're doing to fight the fatigue, that afternoon nap that feels so necessary, so harmless, so natural, is actually sabotaging your blood sugar, wrecking your nighttime sleep, and trapping you in a vicious cycle that keeps getting worse. I need you to understand something important. Something that may sound shocking at first. Right now, in the United States alone, there are over 11 million adults aged 65 and older living with type 2 diabetes who take regular afternoon naps. Most of them nap for 1 hour. Many nap for 2. Some even nap for 3 hours every single day. And almost all of them believe they're doing something healthy. They believe they're listening to their body, giving themselves rest, allowing healing. But research published within the last 3 years in respected medical journals like Sleep Medicine and Diabetology reveals something deeply concerning. Adults over 60 with type 2 diabetes who nap for more than 60 minutes in the afternoon have hemoglobin A1C levels that are on average, 0.9% higher than those who do not nap. 0.9%. That number might sound small, but in diabetes care, it's enormous. That difference alone can be the line between controlled diabetes and progressive, uncontrolled disease. The blood sugar impact doesn't stop there. Afternoon nappers show fasting glucose levels averaging 32 points higher, post-dinner spikes that are 41% larger, and significantly worse nighttime glucose control, with more time spent in dangerous hyperglycemic ranges while asleep. All of this from napping, from something that feels so gentle, so harmless, so restorative. Now let me walk you through what is actually happening inside your body when you take that afternoon nap. Your body operates on a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour biological clock that regulates hundreds of critical functions: sleep and wake cycles, hormone production, body temperature, metabolism, and very importantly, insulin sensitivity. This rhythm is driven primarily by light exposure and physical activity. When you're awake during the day and asleep at night, your body stays synchronized. But when you sleep deeply in the afternoon, you send your body a very confusing message. You tell it, it's nighttime. Your brain responds by releasing melatonin, your body temperature drops, your metabolism slows. These changes are helpful at night, but in the afternoon, they are metabolically disastrous. Here's why. During deep sleep, your pancreas reduces insulin production. That's normal during nighttime sleep, but when it happens in the afternoon, while glucose from lunch is still circulating, your body suddenly lacks the insulin needed to clear that glucose from your bloodstream. The glucose lingers, blood sugar stays elevated. Your cells become less responsive to the insulin that is available. This is known as sleep-induced insulin resistance. And research shows that even one single 90-minute afternoon nap can reduce insulin sensitivity by up to 33% for the remainder of the day. 33%! That means your evening medication, your dinnertime insulin, your body's own insulin is suddenly only 2/3 as effective as it should be. But the damage doesn't stop there. When you wake from a deep afternoon nap, your body must force itself back into wakefulness. That transition is stressful, so your adrenal glands release cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and cortisol raises blood sugar. It tells your liver to dump stored glucose directly into your bloodstream. This is why you often wake from a nap with a dry mouth, a foggy head, and unexpectedly high glucose readings. Studies show cortisol levels after an afternoon nap are 40 to 60% higher than baseline, and they remain elevated for 2 to 3 hours. For those entire hours, your blood sugar is being pushed higher. Now let's talk about sleep architecture. Your body cycles through different stages of sleep: light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep. Each stage serves a unique purpose. Deep sleep regulates metabolism and repairs tissues. REM sleep supports brain health and clears metabolic waste. At night, you cycle through these stages multiple times over several hours. But when you nap deeply in the afternoon, you steal that deep sleep from nighttime. Your body has a limited drive for deep sleep. Once it's used up, it doesn't fully regenerate by bedtime. Research shows adults who nap longer than 60 minutes receive 30 to 40% less deep sleep at night. Less deep sleep means worse insulin sensitivity, poorer blood sugar regulation, weaker cognitive function, and greater fatigue the next day. So you nap to fight exhaustion, but the nap itself is making your nighttime sleep worse, which makes you even tired, which makes you feel like you need the nap again. And there's another hidden mechanism most people never hear about. Afternoon naps disrupt the ultradiatic rhythm of insulin sensitivity. Throughout the day, your insulin sensitivity naturally rises and falls in cycles lasting about 90 to 120 minutes. These peaks are critical. They allow your body to manage glucose efficiently. But when you nap, these peaks flatten. The peaks disappear. Everything becomes chronically resistant. Studies show older adults who nap regularly lose these natural insulin sensitivity rhythms entirely, remaining in a constant state of low-grade insulin resistance day and night. That makes blood sugar control harder no matter what you eat and no matter what medication you take. And finally, let's talk about hunger hormones. After an afternoon nap, levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone, rise sharply. You feel suddenly ravenous, not because you need food, but because your brain wants fast energy. Meanwhile, leptin, the hormone that signals fullness, drops. Research shows afternoon nappers consume 300 to 500 extra calories per day, mostly in the late afternoon and evening, exactly when insulin sensitivity is at its worst. More food, more glucose, more insulin resistance. A perfect storm.
Now, before I show you what actually works, I need to ask you something important. And I want you to answer honestly. Have you been taking regular afternoon naps? How long are they? 1 hour? 2 hours? 3? And despite those naps, do you still feel tired? Do you notice that your nighttime sleep is restless, that you wake up multiple times, that your morning blood sugar is higher than it should be? I know why you nap. The exhaustion feels overwhelming. It feels impossible to function without that afternoon rest. And everyone around you keeps telling you the same thing. Rest when you're tired. Listen to your body. Sleep is healing. But what your body is actually doing is responding to confused metabolic signals. The nap feels necessary because the nap itself is creating the problem. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're caught in a biological loop. And you're not alone. In the comments under this video, there are hundreds of people who were exactly where you are now, napping every afternoon, struggling with blood sugar, feeling exhausted all the time. And when one person speaks up, when they say, "I nap every day and my diabetes is getting worse," others read that and realize, "I'm not alone. It's not just me." Your experience matters. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to finally connect the dots. So I want you to do this right now. Go to the comments and tell me, do you nap in the afternoon? How long? And what are your blood sugar numbers like? I read every comment. This community supports each other. You don't have to figure this out alone. Now, let me show you the full ranking, from worst to best. Number 10, napping 2 to 3 hours every afternoon. This is the worst possible pattern for anyone over 60 with diabetes. You're essentially splitting your sleep in half, destroying your circadian rhythm, stealing all your deep sleep drive from nighttime, triggering massive cortisol spikes when you wake, and inducing profound insulin resistance that lasts for hours. Studies show people who nap this long daily have A1C levels averaging 1.2% higher. That dramatically increases complication risk. 2 to 3 hour daily naps get a score of 1 out of 10. Number 9, napping 90 minutes after 3 p.m. This timing is especially damaging. You enter deep sleep, you wake with heavy sleep inertia, Cortisol spikes hard, and falling asleep at night becomes extremely difficult. Research shows naps after 3 p.m. reduce nighttime sleep quality by up to 50% and raise average daily glucose by 29 points. 90-minute late naps get a score of 2 out of 10. Number 8. Inconsistent long naps. Some days 2 hours, some days none, some days 3 hours. Your body needs rhythm. When your sleep timing changes constantly, your insulin sensitivity becomes chaotic. Blood sugar swings become unpredictable. Studies link irregular sleep patterns to higher glycemic variability and increased hypoglycemia risk. Inconsistent napping gets a score of 3 out of 10. Number 7. 60 to 90-minute naps early in the afternoon. Slightly better timing, but still long enough to enter deep sleep. Still stealing nighttime sleep drive, still triggering insulin resistance. Research shows insulin sensitivity drops 26% after these naps. Score 4 out of 10. Number 4. 45 to 60-minute naps. This sits right on the edge. Some people enter deep sleep, some don't. But even without deep sleep, nighttime rest is still reduced. Blood sugar rises 15 to 20 points on average. Score 5 out of 10. Number 5. 30-minute nap before 2 p.m. Most people remain in light sleep. Minimal sleep inertia, smaller cortisol response. Nighttime sleep is less affected. Blood sugar impact is mild. Score 6 out of 10. If you absolutely must nap, this is the least harmful version. Number 4. Quiet rest without sleep. Lying down, eyes closed, no drifting off. This reduces stress without disrupting circadian rhythm. No insulin resistance, no glucose spike. Score 7 out of 10. Number 3. A 15 to 20-minute walk instead of a nap. This may sound counterintuitive, but walking increases energy better than sleep. Walking improves insulin sensitivity by 18% for several hours. Score 8 out of 10. Number 2. Fixing the root cause of fatigue. Poor sleep quality, high-carb lunches, dehydration, medication side effects. When the cause is fixed, the need to nap disappears. Score 9 out of 10. Number 1. Understanding that afternoon fatigue is a metabolic symptom, not a sleep deficit. When blood sugar stabilizes, energy returns naturally. No nap required. This mindset shift gets a score of 10 out of 10. Now, let me give you a clear, step-by-step protocol to break the afternoon napping cycle and reclaim your energy. This is important, so listen carefully. Step 1. You must commit to a specific timeline. I recommend 14 days minimum. For the next 2 weeks, you will not allow yourself to sleep during the day, not even once, no matter how tired you feel. I know that sounds hard, but it's necessary to reset your circadian rhythm. Your body must relearn when sleep is supposed to happen. Day 1 will be difficult. You will feel tired in the afternoon. That's normal. Stay awake. When bedtime comes, you'll be genuinely exhausted. Good. That's exactly what we want. Day 2 will still be hard, but slightly easier. By day 3 or 4, your nighttime sleep will deepen. By day 7, the afternoon fatigue will be noticeably reduced. By day 14, most people no longer feel the urge to nap at all. Step 2. Fix your nighttime sleep environment. Your bedroom must support real rest. Make it completely dark. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask. Keep the room cool, around 65 to 68 degrees. No screens for at least 1 hour before bed. No eating for 3 hours before bedtime. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every morning, even on weekends. Consistency trains your internal clock. Step 3. Fix your lunch. This step is critical. If lunch is heavy in carbohydrates, your blood sugar spikes, then crashes, and that crash causes fatigue. Instead, lunch should be built around protein, healthy fats, and vegetables. Examples: grilled chicken salad with olive oil, salmon with asparagus, steak with roasted vegetables. Protein and fat provide stable energy without glucose crashes. Studies show low-carb lunches eliminate post-lunch fatigue in nearly 78% of people. Step 4. Hydration. Mild dehydration causes fatigue. Many older adults are dehydrated without realizing it. Drink water steadily throughout the day. Not all at once, steady intake. Your cells need it. Step 5. When afternoon fatigue hits, do not lie down. Instead, choose one of these. Go outside for 5 minutes. Natural light suppresses melatonin. Move your body. Walk, stretch, gentle motion. Drink cold water. The temperature stimulates alertness. If you're truly hungry, have a small protein-based snack. Nuts, cheese. Avoid carbohydrates. Engage your mind. Call someone. Read something interesting. Increase brightness indoors. Open curtains. Turn on lights. These strategies work, but do not lie down. Do not close your eyes. Stay upright. Stay engaged. Step 6. Monitor your blood sugar. This part matters. Test fasting glucose every morning. Test before lunch. Test after lunch. Test before dinner. Track the numbers. Most people see improvement within 3 to 5 days. Seeing the data keeps you motivated. Step 7. Be patient. The first week is the hardest. Your body has adapted to years of napping. Reprogramming takes time. But by week 2, energy improves, sleep deepens, blood sugar stabilizes. It's worth it. What to expect? Days 1 through 3, hard. Fatigue, irritability. Days 4 through 7, energy improves, sleep deepens. Days 8 through 10, fatigue mostly gone. Days 11 through 14, this becomes your new normal. Steady energy, restful sleep, better glucose control. Critical mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1, napping just once. That resets everything. Mistake 2, staying up late because you're not sleepy. Lie down anyway. Let your body adjust. Mistake 3, replacing naps with passive TV watching. Stay active and engaged. Mistake 4, eating carb-heavy lunches. Mistake 5, using caffeine in the afternoon. Morning only. Mistake 6, giving up after 3 days. 3 days is not enough. You need 2 weeks. The deeper truth. Humans are diurnal. We are designed to sleep at night and stay awake during the day. Type 2 diabetes is a disease of disrupted metabolic rhythms. Afternoon naps add more chaos, but restoring proper sleep-wake timing resynchronizes your metabolism. Insulin sensitivity improves, blood sugar stabilizes, cognition improves, mood improves, longevity improves. This is reversible. Now I want to challenge you. For the next 21 days, no daytime naps, 15-minute walks when tired, bed by 10:30, wake up by 7, low-carb lunch daily, test fasting glucose every morning. Track your numbers. Take a photo on day 1, take another on day 21. Compare. If you follow this plan, you will see results. And when you do, come back to the comments. Tell us what changed. Your story will help someone else. Final call to action. If this information helped you, subscribe to this channel. Turn on notifications. Every week, I share insights your doctor doesn't have time to explain. Like this video. That helps others find it. Share it with someone over 60 struggling with fatigue and diabetes. This could change their life. You are not alone. We are a community, and together, we take control. Thank you for watching until the end. Take care of yourself, and remember, 21 days, start today. You can do this.